Today on the Happy Families podcast, the thing that I did that makes me Father of the Year. I'm convinced of it, Kylie. I have done something that no other parent in their right mind would do.
You're hilarious.
And I think that I deserve
But I reckon
extra...
I can top you.
Oh, is that right?
I do.
Well, I've told you what I'm talking about. I have no idea where you're going. Hello and welcome to the Happy Families podcast. Real parenting solutions every day. This is Australia's most downloaded parenting podcast. We are Justin and Kylie Coulson. Every Friday on the pod, we unpack the stuff that worked or the stuff that didn't in the week that was so that we can hopefully inspire you to be a better parent. You can learn from our mistakes, or you can, take inspiration from our awesomeness when we finally do manage to get it right. I'm going first. I've been in Perth for the last several days running workshops and presentations, and so my I'll Do Better Tomorrow is from a couple of weeks ago when the school holidays were happening because I haven't seen the kids since Sunday. That's just the life of me and what I have to do sometimes. So Kylie, here is my I'll Do Better Tomorrow. A couple of weeks ago, my mum came up to the Gold Coast. We live on the sunny coast, so it's a couple of hours south. Mum came up to the Gold Coast from the New South Wales Central Coast, and she brought one of our kids' cousins, Emma, who's like 11 years old. So Emily, our 11-year-old, she doesn't get to see Emma very much. And Mum said, I'm coming up for 3 or 4 days. Let's get the kids together. Actually, it was your suggestion that they do it, and they did. And Mum said to me, here's what's going to happen on Saturday. It was the Saturday where the Queensland school holidays ended, and it was halfway through the New South Wales school holidays. So everyone's on holidays. Mum said, I'll meet you at Warner Brothers Movie World. You can drop off Emily. I'll have Emma, and I'll just take the 2 kids into Movie World, and you can have a day off. And you know what I thought to myself?
Yippee!
I'm doing it. I need this. I really, really need some time off. I've been working extremely hard. I'm shattered. It's been school holidays. I've been working mega hours, haven't even seen the kids, and I can't think of anything that I'd rather avoid than a school holiday Warner Brothers Movie World. I just don't want to be there. I don't care about the lines. I'm not interested in the rides. No. And so when Mum said, I'll take the 2 kids and you can have the day off, I said, okay, I'm in. What I forgot was that our 15-year-old daughter was also with my mum because she'd been staying down on the Central Coast for some time, and so it was actually Mum and the 2 kids. But I dropped Emily at the theme park entrance. I said hi to my mum and my other daughter, our other daughter, and then I got in the car and started to drive towards the beach where I was going to have a nice relaxing day reading a book and eating in a cafe and just chilling like a villain when my conscience got the better of me. I was 10 minutes down the road and I rang Mum and said, I can't let you take the kids to the theme park and just abrogate my parental responsibility. I think I need to be there. I also knew that Mum wouldn't go on any of the rides, and it didn't feel right. Plus, it was odd numbers. If Mum doesn't go on the rides and there's 3 of them, my conscience got the better of me. So Kylie, I turned around and I went back to Warner Brothers Movie World. And this is a hashtag not sponsored post because I hate the place and I'm not going to say anything good about it because you know what happened? I got there. By the time I got in, it was about 11 o'clock. This is a Saturday. We lined up for an hour to go on The Flash. And then we lined up for 2 hours to go on the Superman ride. 2 hours for a 45-second ride. Mum actually went and bought lunch for us and brought it to us in line. 2 hours in line. Once we finished that line, then we lined up for about 45 minutes to go on the Joker. So I'd been at the theme park for 4 hours for 3 rides. And at that point I said, I'm going to go and sit in the car park. I'm going to read my book. I'm done. I'm over it. So I don't know if that's a win or a loss. I don't know. I don't actually know.
You were going really good until the end.
The take-home message, just don't go to those theme parks. They charge you $1 squillion for 3 rides in 4 hours. I'm actually fuming. My I'll Do Better Tomorrow is stay away from the place. What a joke. But I've got to get brownie points for actually being the dad that hung out with the kids in line and kept them entertained for hour after hour after hour while we did nothing except stand there. What's your reaction?
Do you want my I'll Do Better Tomorrow?
Let's do that after the break. All right, Kylie, what's your I'll Do Better Tomorrow? Because you reckon you can beat my horror story. Can you just give me a pat on the back? Can you just say, like, that's what dads are supposed to do, or you're awesome, or something like that. I mean, it was brutal.
I actually am going to give you a pat on the back because you were on the phone to me when you had that realization, not because of anything I said. You literally came to your own realization that you wanted to be with the kids.
I was chatting with you and saying, I'm going to go and read a book.
Yep.
I'm going to go and hang out at the beach. And you said, enjoy the day. Like, you were so supportive of me doing it. You know how worn out I am.
Yep.
And instead, I was the one that reversed the story. And I don't even remember what you said. I think you just said, okay, if that's what you think you should do. Like, are you
I was
nuts?
like, are you nuts? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
All right. So what's your I'll do better tomorrow?
Well, if one day at the theme parks wasn't enough, I may have ended up there 2 days later.
Yeah, you did. That's right. So I had to bring one of the kids back on Monday, and you went to the theme park on Monday.
I stayed down for an extra
So you're
few
stealing
days.
my I'll do better tomorrow by...
No, not at all.
Okay.
But I will say, I actually hate rides.
Yeah,
Like,
you refuse to go on them.
I don't mind being there. I actually physically get sick going on rides. And
Is that it's in my head kind of thing?
no, because I used to really love rides when I was younger. But having had children, it has changed my makeup.
Can I say something really bizarre right now?
Sure.
I reckon the 2 hours in line for the Superman ride was almost worth it. That ride is so much fun.
Well, it was no better 2 days later because the
Really?
kids didn't even bother lining up. It was that long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had extra cousins this time, and again, an odd number, 5. Your mum came, and
Oh, so there's 5 cousins plus you and mum.
well, there was actually 6 cousins, but one of them was teeny tiny, so she couldn't come
go
on the big ride.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it was 5 big kids.
Yep.
And I had just kind of prefaced with them the acknowledgement that there was an odd number, and so they were going to have to take turns in being the odd person out and not having a partner. And
It's so weird sitting next to a stranger on a ride. Like when I did the Joker, I was sitting next to some random kid, and I so badly wanted to fist pump him and go, how awesome was that? But he was just looking the other side and wouldn't make eye contact. I was like, yeah, I'm some random
weirdo.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
Anyway.
So we got there, and just the whole excitement of being there, the kids wanted to go straight to the Wizard of Oz rides. And before I knew it, I was being dragged along with the inertia of their excitement that I found myself in line getting ready to go on this ride. I went on it.
Yeah, which one was it?
The Twister, the Kansas Twister.
Oh, that's one of the kids' rides.
You're so funny.
Yeah, that's one of the kids' rides. That's like for 8s and under, that sort of thing.
That was a big deal. They go backwards. It took me half a day just to recover.
Oh, you're such an awesome mum.
You're so funny. So at the end of the day, they went off. They had an absolute ball. I was the bag carrier and kept in touch with them and had to go between kids because some wanted to go on the scary ride and the other ones didn't, and all of that. And your mum looked after little Snowy. But at the end of the day, there was one more ride. They decided they wanted to go back on the Kansas Twister. And so they dragged me along again. Come on, Auntie, you can come. And I ended up sitting next to our nephew, Rue. And he was like...
And how he's 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was a little bit scared. He was like, oh, I don't know about this. I'm a little bit scared. And I said, oh. And they had decided that no one was allowed to scream. Everyone had to have their hands in the air and no one was allowed to scream. Okay. And I just looked at them and said, well, I'll scream for all of you. So we got in and I screamed. And Rue spent the entire time laughing at me. He couldn't believe, number one, that I did it because he knew I was really nervous. But he just loved the fact that I was so expressive. And I punched him and I squeezed his leg every time it got a bit too scary. And he just thought it was awesome. And what I actually loved the day. I don't like being in lines. I don't like lots of people.
Don't like the expense.
But I loved watching these kids just lap it up. They didn't care about the weight.
Yeah.
They didn't care about the weight. And the conversations they got to have together while they stood in line for an hour and a half. Who does that?
Yep.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, like I said, hashtag not sponsored, but I feel like I have a new mission in life, and that's to get you on the Joker.
I told them I would to do it, but the line was so long.
I reckon I can bribe you.
Yeah.
I reckon I can get you on there.
It's diamond, glittering.
All right, take home message.
Do the hard things. It really, honestly, I don't like rides. They actually scare me a lot and I feel physically ill at the end. And by the time I got in the car after that last ride, it was hard driving home. But the joy that it brought to the kids, seeing me squeal and be scared and do it anyway, you can't pay. Like there's not a price for that.
All right. Well, because of my mum's generosity, we've got an annual pass. So
yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah, it's still not sponsored and I still don't like the place, but got to get some value out of that annual pass. We are really grateful that you choose to listen to the Happy Families podcast. We hope that there's some inspo there for you about doing the hard things and spending the time with the kids, even when there's other stuff that you'd rather be doing. Because that's what parenting's about, right? That's how you do it and that's how you make your family thrive and flourish. It's all about time. To a child lover, spelled T-I-M-E. Have a great weekend spending that T-I-M-E with your kids. If you would like more inspo, more ideas to make your family happier, check us out at happyfamilies.com.au or visit our social pages. And a huge thanks to Justin Rulon from Bridge Media, who produces the podcast, and Mim Hammonds, who provides research, admin, and other support. We will be back on Monday to talk about what to do when kids talk back. Those sassy kids coming up Monday morning on the Happy Families podcast.